So I will start from here. And thank you again for inviting me. I'm gonna just start talking about the next 5 future trends in healthcare innovation. The first one I want to talk about is one we want to focus in healthcare innovation. Last year was really a tough year for most companies crossing all industries. And great opportunities are also seen, however, in the healthcare industry. Let's look at some numbers. First of all, in the first half of 2020, the total investment in pharmaceutical side reached $9.1 billion in the United States, which is a new record high. And thanks to the emergence of various new diagnosis and also treatment method. And compared to the same period of 2019, the first half of the year, the total investment amount increased by nearly 20%. And in the second half of 2020, the US biopharma investment reached a record high of nearly $11 billion. And that includes a transaction deal of Recursion, which is a biopharma company that uses AI to help the R&D process. It completed an oversubscribed $240 million Series D round led by Bayer Leaves. In terms of M&A, the transaction volume also reached a new height last year. Several large-scale M&A occurred in cancer drug development field, including Gilead completed a $21 billion acquisition deal of Immunomedics, which is a cancer-targeted therapy biotech company, and also the Illumina's acquisition deal of Grail, the early cancer detection company in California, and the deal was closed just a couple of days ago. Also, the speed of biotech companies going public last year was also increased significantly. The total amount of funding raised by a biotech company in the IPO reached $9.3 billion last year, more than twice of that in the same period in 2019. Entering this year, 2021, the trend of capital flows into the healthcare industry will continue, and this strong trend is expected to continue in the future. So the second important trend of healthcare innovation is precision medicine. So what is a precision medicine? It uses big data, gene sequencing, and proteomics technologies to achieve precise and customized treatment for individual patients. There are several industry trends that are likely to continue. First, about the cancer treatment. Cancer treatment is likely to be still the largest application of precision medicine, and Europe and the United States will still be the global leaders in cancer research and application of precision medicine. Secondly, with the advancement of human genome research, the focus of precision medicine might advance from oncology to non-oncology field, such as infectious disease, CNS disease, and cardiovascular disease. Both Alzheimer and Parkinson disease have strong genetic correlation and may also be another big focus of precision medicine in future. Third, for bacterial infection, the current common method for bacterial resistance is to conduct susceptibility tests of pathogens through culturing method to find the best antibiotic drugs. But this method can be really long, taking like a couple of days. With the current genetic sequencing, doctors can now collect blood samples to sequence bacteria, which can greatly speed up the process and reduce the cost. And it's expected the gene sequencing will become more common in antibiotic therapy in the next few years. In addition, the current precision medicine market presents a healthy competition stage rather than monopoly. And we can see large pharma companies such as Pfizer and Merck are now entering the market together with many small and mid-sized companies. And such healthy competitive environment can promote the emergence of lower cost solutions. Also, in the past couple of years, the cost of precision medicine has shifted gradually from lab research to clinical application. That can help larger human sample data to be collected and speed up the development of precision medicine. Other continuing trends includes the application of big data and artificial intelligence, the improvement of patient data security and also privacy, the application of whole genome sequencing method, and so forth. So the third trend is about the great application of monoclonal antibody drugs. Since the first monoclonal antibody drug got approved in 1986, more than 100 antibody drugs have been approved ever since. Monoclonal antibody drugs have attracted so much attention of scientists, mainly because of their high specificity and light toxicity. Furthermore, in the past, scientists may have spent a couple of years searching for small molecule drugs for specific targets, but the discovery of antibiotic drug candidate might only take a few months, and the success rate of clinical trials is twice of that of small molecule drugs. So far, most FDA-approved antibody drugs are similar to antibodies we find in the natural state. But with the advancement of antibody research and technology, there are more diverse antibody drugs, including antibody conjugated drugs, well known as ADC, bi-multi-specific antibodies, nanobodies, and other type of antibody drugs, which shed new light on the drug development. Now we're talking about 3D bioprinting. The ultimate goal of this 3D bioprinting is to print a substitute that is exactly the same as a human organ or tissue to help organ transplantation and tissue repair. The future research and application of 3D bioprinting may focus on several aspects. The first one is the personalized organ on chips. Currently, we can already grow some organs, including lungs, intestines, pancreas, from human stem cells on the chip, which can allow scientists to use this customized chip organs to screen targeted drugs. And the second application of 3D bioprinting is on the skin bioengineering. Right now, even though we haven't been able to create skin tissues with the same integrity function as real skins, bioprinting is already used in many aspects of skin tissue engineering, such as coloring, aging skin models, vascular networks, hair follicles, and so forth. The application of 3D skin printing in the treatment of burns and also chronic wounds is just across is around the corner. Craniofacial reconstruction will be another important application of 3D printing in future. It can help those who suffer from cancer or facial injuries. Meanwhile, bones, cartilage, skin, muscles, blood vessels, and the nerves have all been able to now be printed in the lab. However, because of the complexity of craniofacial structure, the real clinical application of skin transplantation is still under development. Another very important application of 3D bioprinting is the drug screening by multi-organ on the chip technology, such as generating organoids that are composed of many types of tissues and the tumor models that have engineered blood vessels. This model can help achieve the real-time and also rapid detection of drug interaction in multiple organs greatly, therefore, improving the way we evaluate new drugs. Lastly, I want to share my view about the application prospects of AI in drug discovery and development. Currently, everyone agrees that the overall drug development efficiency of small biotech and also big pharma companies are low. And the AI solution may be able to solve all these pain points from the following perspectives, including improving the quality of drug candidates by improving the process of drug target identification, validation, and lead compound optimization. Also optimizing clinical trial design by classifying patients through biomarkers. Also reducing the time required for each R&D step through ADME parameters prediction, and decreasing R&D cost by, for instance, taking better advantage of the medical modeling and also simulation database. Of course, AI also faces other challenges in the biopharma industry. For instance, the information storage available for AI often exists or spans multiple locations, departments, and also companies, which create big obstacles for companies to obtain data related to specific targets and also drugs. Secondly, because of the complexity of machine learning, scientists are often facing the challenges to accurately understand and also interpret the results of AI solution, which make it difficult for them to agree with the final results of AI solution. Meanwhile, compared to other industry, biotech is known to be extremely cautious and also conservative, particularly scientists who are often often reluctant to use or accept new technologies, making it difficult to truly recognize the big potential and also, of course, the limitation of AI in drug development. Of course, despite of all these challenges, interest in the application of AI in biopharma industry is still high. And also, meanwhile, AI companies are also making corresponding adjustment to better meet the needs of the client in the biopharma industry. Lastly, I want to say that we need to grasp these great opportunities in healthcare industry in post-pandemic time. From global healthcare innovation perspectives, biotech is at the beginning of large-scale industrialization. It will enter a period of rapid development from this year and gradually become one of the leading industries of the world economy. And in the next 10 years, biotech will be one of the first industry to benefit and will have its explosive growth. Above is my view about the future trend of healthcare innovation, and hope our audience find today's sharing being helpful. Thank you so much for your time.